everyone, it's Joshua D. Fox here, and today it is Favorite Film Friday, and today we're going to be going over the top 10 favorite movies of 22 thus far, as we made it halfway through 2022. Let me know down in the comments below your top 10 of the year thus far that you have seen already, and of course, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already to join the film culture community, because if you want to learn more about film and culture, then you're right in the right place. So make sure to subscribe. But without further ado, coming in at number 10, we have Jurassic World Dominion. Now, this one was a little bit of fun, just in the way we go back into the world of Jurassic World after a little bit of a break, and we just get some of the legacy characters returning to the big screen, getting some bigger dinosaurs, and also this adventurous sort of role that we get on some scenes that we get of the dinosaurs ruling the earth. And while most of the movie secludes everyone back into this one park that doesn't feel as expansive as it ought to be, overall this movie was a good bit of entertainment that the problems are there, but don't redeem what it is for me thus far. Coming in number 9, we have Turning Red, Pixar's film that just goes over such an interesting and bold concept for this year, that going into the periods of girls and what they're going through, the emotions. But I just really enjoyed the culture expressed through this for younger kids as well, that it's going over something that's not so explicit that you just can't watch for right away, especially if it's animated. And while the subject can be touchy, it is appropriate in the ways that is presenting the film, as well as exploring the culture of shame and how the torture can be for stricter parents that aren't letting their kids do anything. So just the way that this film explores all those different subjects is balanced pretty well. Coming in number 8, we have Emergency, an Amazon Prime original that I just highly enjoyed for the way it touched on different racial aspects. And while it doesn't explore anything in anything bold, new manner, the way they're exploring this comic, the kind of way of this girl passed on out on the floor of these black guys' houses, just is the harmless, the way they're trying to deal with it, and the fear this one guy has near the end just has those right moments now and then that really clicked with me and still makes me remember it as one of my favorites of this year. And coming in number 7, we have Fresh, a Hulu exclusive that I just highly enjoyed for the such strong and atmospheric nature. Sebastian Stan being such a sinister person, and just the way this film is just discussing the way they're touching on these different things, cutting up girls' bodies, but also being just disturbing all the way through, but also bold in its choices. Well, it can be a bit slow and melodramatic in some areas. Overall, this one held my attention all the way through at the very least. And coming in number 6, we have Spiderhead, a Netflix film I just enjoyed just for the Ex Machina vibe type of feel that you get all the way through. And while it does have its little problems, so pacing issues, and some of the characters are a little bit left out, the way that Miles Teller as the protagonist and Chris Hemsworth is a great antagonist, presents such a strong atmospheric nature to such good acting from them. And while the story is a little lackluster in some areas, overall, the acting held my attention all the way through. And let me know down in the comments below, if you haven't already, your top 10 favorite of the year so far. And also make sure to subscribe to the film culture community to learn about more about film and culture. But coming in at number 5, we have The Outfit. Really enjoyable film that is really slow for its own pacing, but I feel it's going to be a lot more energetic on the rewatch, just with the way they're doing this mystery thriller type of thing, not knowing what is going on with this outfitter trying to deal with these different gangs, selling to the most dangerous gangs in Chicago, trying to figure out his backstory, who he's involved with, why he's there, and what is all going on, but also the mystery of the gangs. And while you're sort of suspecting and guessing all the way through, that's what really engaged my attention, is trying to make the right calls, and overall still surprised me really well by the end. But coming in at number 4, we have Hustle, a Netflix film starring Adam Sandler that gives such a great performance once again, bringing as a basketball scout that brings in this player from out of the country, out of the permission of the basketball coaches, and the way he goes about training him, doing all the right things just to bring him, even though he's not earning the money for himself, delivers on the front that is inspirational and inspiring. The way it's going about all the nature of never giving up on anything you can do. And coming in at number 3, we have Top Gun Maverick. Just such a blast from beginning to the end. The world building of this film, the sequel that was just not expected, and having that 80s vibe while still being modern as Tom Cruise brings one of his best performances to the table. Just such an atmospheric film that again gives another great Miles Teller performance from this year. And coming in at number 2, we have The Batman, one of the best comic book movies ever made, maybe one of the best Batman movies that I just highly enjoy. Just a 3-hour long stretch that can drag a bit now and then, but overall has such great storytelling with the mystery of the Riddler, balancing all of these characters, the Catwoman, the Riddler, and just all these characters all combined that are all compelling by their own means, and overall it just creates such a great story. But coming in at number 1, we have The Northman, a brutal, excellent film that was essentially a birthday present going into the theater. It's such a brutal thing that Robert Eggers brings such a strong story, once again being a nearly flawless director with all of his films, and just the way he goes about this culture that is so strong and like so brutal, in the way they're dealing all this just war Viking epic. Just everything about this film just makes me shake, and just thinking back on it, the way all these characters are combined, while it is a bit of a slower drag and not for everyone, overall this one definitely won me over for the year thus far. But that's just all my top 10 favorite 2022 films that I've seen thus far. Let's see how it's going to change by the end of the year, but let me know your top 10 of the year thus far. And also make sure to subscribe to join the film culture community to learn about film and culture as we combine together. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.